Hi! Sa video ito, I'll be sharing with you 10 primary roles and 5 special roles of a bridesmaid. You've probably tried searching from different search engines, yet you have found information, but they are based from different countries, especially the Western countries, in which their practice is totally different from ours here in the Philippines. Please allow me to share a few information to you, and this is going to be based from my experience when I used to be a bridesmaid, when I were a bridesmaid before, and as well as during our wedding. Because during our wedding, we really needed a lot of help from our bridesmaids. Now, let's start with the 10 primary roles first. And please note that the roles that I will be sharing with you can only be realized or will only be applicable if the couple opted not to have a wedding planner or a wedding coordinator. Because if they do have a wedding planner or coordinator, then your role will be limited to probably wearing the makeup, wearing the gown, sitting or standing beside the couple and joining them in the photo shoot. But if the couple doesn't have any wedding planner or coordinator, then it's a great time for you to extend your hand and offer some help. So let's start with the first one. Una, pagdidistribute ng corsage or garland sa mga principal sponsors at secondary sponsors. If you do not know what a corsage is, this is what a corsage looks like. And this is also a sample of a garland. Take note that principal sponsors will no longer pass by the house of the bride or groom. Most likely or most of the time, ang mga dadalhin ng mga gamit sa kasal, piniprepare yan ng mga couple before the wedding or during the wedding day. So, when the principal sponsors go to the church, most likely they don't have corsage, they don't have the garland. Then, you, as a bridesmaid, it's your task to collect the garland from wherever it is and distribute it to the principal sponsors. That's your first task or that's your first role. Second, pagbibigay ng mga posporo sa secondary sponsors na maglalight ng candle. Kasi, based on experience, palaging nakakalimutan yung posporo o lighter. So, on the wedding day, make sure to check if the couple prepared posporo or lighter to be given to the secondary sponsors. If hindi sila nakaprepare niyan, then at least suggest or pwede kang bumili. Ikaw na lang siguro ang bumili ng ang posporo o lighter. Magkano lang naman yan. At least you had the initiative to help the couple. At least nakatulong ka sa couple. And once you already obtained a posporo or lighter or match, then in the church, find the couple na na-assign sa candle. Give them, before the start of the mass, give them the match, give them the posporo o lighter para may magamit sila sa paglalight ng candle. Now, third, pagtulong sa pag-arrange ng mga sponsors sa simbahan at sa reception, lalo na kung may konting program. So, let's talk about the church first. Kasi may mag-ano pa yan eh. Parang may processional pa yung mga pairs, mga magsa-start yan sa mga bridesmaids and mga ring bearers like that, and it will continue to the bridesmaids and then to the principal sponsors and then to the secondary sponsors and then that one. So before the start of the mass, kung walang catechist or lectors na mag-a-arrange ng mga principal sponsors ng mga sponsors, then you as a bridesmaid, it is your task to arrange the sponsors, the children, mga flower girls and bearers. It's your task to arrange them based on what's written in the invitation. Kasi of course, you're invited to be a bridesmaid, then you must have a copy of the invitation. So, you arrange them accordingly. Hindi yung parang nalilito pa yung mga sponsors kung saan sila, kanino sila, sino yung mauuna sa kanila, ganun. So, arrange them. Para naman, once the priest has already arrived, magsa-start na yung entourage, yung processional ng entourage, then at least they're already well arranged. Hindi yung hindi yung scattered sila, hindi nila alam kung saan sila tatayo or ganun. So talking about helping in the reception, then if the couple really opted to have a small program, yung mag-processional, yung entourage, yung set ng entourage, bridesmaids with their partner groomsmen, and then sasayaw sila while they're doing their entrance, especially the sponsors. So if nobody would arrange the people, then it's gonna be you as the bridesmaid who will do that. So what you need to do is to talk among yourselves, talk among the bridesmaids, kung ilan kayo, and you help one another to arrange the set of entourage. Kung sino yung mauna, especially yung mga principal sponsors. And I think it's better na lang to follow the sequence na makikita sa how can I say, the invitation, para hindi na siya hassle sa inyo. Yung gagawin nyo na lang is hahanapin nyo yung mga sponsors, yung mga yung bridesmaids at yung mga partners nyo, groomsmen, lalong-lalo na pag hindi nyo kilala yung isa't isa. But if you know one another, then the better. So again, that's also one of your roles. Help in making the flow of the program nice. Especially in the entrance. Kasi yun yung mga linulook forward ng mga tao in a wedding. Mag-entrance sa lahat, and then they will probably do a little performance, like a little dance. So at least you help in the arrangement. Next would be pagdidistribute ng mga basket na may flower para sa mga flower girls. So again, going back, these things or the items will already be prepared by the couple before the wedding day or during the wedding day. And of course, during the wedding day, hindi na nila yan magagawa yung mga tasks na pag-distribute ng mga basket, because of course, they have to think of themselves. They're going to be very busy, not only attending or entertaining the guests, but they'll also be very busy, like especially if it's their turn to be applied. If it's their turn na applyan ng makeup, or if it's their turn to change their clothes, ganun. And of course, the couple would be the center of the attraction during the wedding day. So mabibusy talaga sila. And they wouldn't have time to distribute the basket to the flower girls. So, if walang magdi-distribute niyan, then it's gonna be your role as the bridesmaid to help in distributing those. Not only the flower baskets, but it's also your role to help in distributing the coin, the ring, and what else? Bible to the bearers. So that's the fifth role. Now let's go to the sixth role, pagdadala ng mga offertory items sa altar. Ito yung most of the time nakakalimutan. Hindi how can I say it, like, I'm sorry, I'm weird if I speak in Tagalog, but I'm trying my best to speak in Tagalog to make it a little clearer para mas madaling maintindihan. So, sometimes, or most of the time, nakakalimutan ng couple mag-assign ng mga tao na magdadala ng mga offertory items to the altar. And it's kind of like awkward, because the choir will already be starting singing the offertory song, and then nobody from the back brought or brings the offertory items to the altar. So once you hear the offertory song, it's better to, look at the back kung may mga tao na tumatayo and magdadala, magbibring ng offertory items sa altar. But if no one, then do not wait anymore. Tumayo ka, and tumayo kayo, mga bridesmaid. If if the other bridesmaids do not know what to do, then you ask them, you encourage them, let's stand up and let's get the offertory items from the back or wherever the offertory items are. You find their offertory items if they are not, placed at the back of the church. Then you bring it in front. You have the initiative to offer it to the priest. Now, number 7, participate in the program, especially if there are games. Yes, this is what I have noticed. Sometimes, magiging boring yung wedding, especially if yung groomsmen at saka yung bridesmaid hindi nagpa-participate. Please know that a wedding day must be memorable for the couple. And yeah, you accepted your role as a bridesmaid. So, pag wala ka lang naman gagawin, like, wala, pag may makeup lang, picture, pagsusuot ng gown, then I think your role as a bridesmaid, parang hindi ka matatawag na bridesmaid niyan kasi nagsusuot ka lang ng gown. That's common. Actually, yun yung mga nanonotice ko. Most likely, yung mga bridesmaid, hindi sila nagpa-participate. How can I say it? Like, have a good sport. Sumali ka sa mga games. Let the couple enjoy the moment with your help. Ma-enjoy nila yun pag nagpa-participate kayo sa mga games eh. Especially if the couple decided to have like a game, the bouquet game, like that. Simple lang naman. Be a good sport and be open-minded. Wala namang mawawala if you'll join in the games. Now, number 8, assist in the toasting of wine and slicing of the cake. Here, why I included this, it's because if the couple decided not to have a wedding planner or wedding coordinator, and especially if the reception is in the house, sometimes, especially if may program na sila, it would take some time. Sino yung kukuha ng kutsilyo, sino yung kukuha ng wine glass. I know na prepare na nila to beforehand. Pero if hindi naman nila na-prepare, then have the initiative to look for, be resourceful. So have the initiative to look for the wine, have the initiative to look for the knife to be used in the slicing of cake as well as in the drinking of wine. So help them. So yeah. Next is facilitate during mealtime. Ito, especially as Filipinos, when, how can I say it? If there's like an event, parang nasa utak na natin na, hindi ako kakain sa bahay kasi may kain doon. May kain doon sa kasal. I'm sure masarap yung pagkain doon. So, hindi kakain yung mga tao sa bahay kasi makikikain sila sa reception. And most of the time, especially kung, again, may konting program, yung mga tao gutom na. And if it's during mealtime na, kung kainan na, ang mangyayari is, tatayo lahat, mag-fall in line ang lahat. So, ang ending, ang taas-taas na yung queue, ang taas-taas na yung linya. Parang, wala na, parang, how can I say it? Like, nag-uunahan ba yung mga tao sa pagkuha ng pagkain? So, as a bridesmaid, it's your role to facilitate in, managing the meal time. So, I suggest, mag-usap kayo, mga bridesmaids, and mag-assign kayo per table. For example, especially, siguro kung nakalimutan man yan, iplanuhin ng couple, hindi man yan parang na-oversee lang nila. Talk among yourselves, and then, for example, you're gonna be assigning in this part. Okay, so bridesmaid number 1, dito ka sa part na to, tatayo ka dyan, and you'll assist the people in this table. Okay, kayo na, it's your turn, and yung mga nasa table sa likod, let's wait until matapos yung mga nasa table number 1. And then, once all are done, you'll assist table number 2. Okay, it's your turn. You stand up. And if possible, you can definitely help in distributing the plate and the spoon and fork. You can definitely do that. And then, for example, for bridesmaid number 2, okay, dito ka sa side nito sa center, you help in guiding the guests. So, if hindi pa natapos yung dito na side, so you assist them, you guide them na, wag muna tayong tumayo, let's wait until this side is complete, and then we'll have your turn. And then for bridesmaid number 3, you're gonna do the same thing. Okay? So that's how. And then, in number 10, lead the prayer. I had attended one wedding before, and then parang may konting program, and then during the prayer, like yung MC ba, yung MC parang humahanap pa siya ng kung sino yung magli-lead ng prayer. So have the initiative to lead the prayer. Anyway, it's just a prayer, and open your mind and heart when you do the prayer. At least you're not going to be doing it for yourself alone, but you're going to be doing it to serve God and to also serve the couple. So wag maghiya-hiya, ay ayoko mag-lead ng prayer. So please avoid doing that. Again, you accepted your role to be the bridesmaid, then be of great help. May reason kung bakit ka tinawag na bridesmaid. Kasi your help is very much needed. Now, we're done with the 10 primary roles. Let's go to the special roles. So, sinabi kong special roles, it's because if you have these kinds of talent, then you could extend your help. So, first is marunong mag-makeup or mag-fix ng hair. So again, going back, if the couple opted not to have a wedding planner or wedding coordinator, they have their reason, especially if we're talking about financial reason. Right now, in our era, wedding planners and coordinators are very expensive. So, if nag-opt yung couple na if the couple opted to have like a very simple wedding, and yeah, it's your time to help the couple, especially financially. Kasi yung mga makeup artists, they're already very expensive. I'm not sure if may makeup artist pa ba ngayon na 5,000 below. Because I think per head, they're gonna be charging 500 to 700 to 1,000 per person. So that's very expensive. If you have the talent of applying makeup, then help in applying makeup sa inyo, mga sarili nyo lang, mga bridesmaids, at sa mga sponsors, secondary sponsors, or sa mga kids, sa mga flower girls, offer to apply makeup. Or if marunong ka mag-fix ng hair, then offer to fix the hair of the set of entourage. Okay. Second, marunong mag-skirting or mag-design ng backdrop. So if you have the talent, if you know paano mag-skirt ng table, paano mag-design ng backdrop, if you see na parang bare lang yung reception kasi walang talent yung couple, or baka naman walang oras, or baka naman wala silang ibang kakilala, tapos hindi nila alam na ikaw ay marunong pala mag-skirting or ikaw ay marunong pala mag-design ng backdrop, then offer some help. You know what? It would really make them very happy. You would make their wedding day very memorable. Kasi mari-remember nila yan, oh, okay, sa wedding namin, ganito. Especially if nagpa-picture sila during mga picture taking na, and maka-capture yung backdrop mo or yung skirting na ginawa mo. Mari-reminisce nila yan when they will be looking at their pictures. Oh, okay, so ang nag-design pala nito is siya. So, siya yung isa sa mga bridesmaids namin. So, ganon. Next is marunong mag-MC. If you have the talent, if you know how to be an MC, then go ahead, offer some help. When it comes to script, you don't have to worry about script kasi may script ako na in-upload sa YouTube channel ko, then you can just check it out, and all you just need to do is to, read that out. Okay? And also the very reason as to why I included this, it's because if the couple would hire an MC, an external MC, then they would have to pay for the MC. So why not take advantage of you? Or why not you will offer the help para makahelp ka naman sa couple na makasave at least. Next is, sa reception, help arrange the guests, especially the principal sponsors. Yun na nga, during the entrance, when you'll have your entrance in the reception, or I can say the processional in the reception. So once you're done with your turn, so help the principal sponsors arrange them accordingly to their seats. Okay. And then next is showcase your talent. Yeah, if you have a talent, if you know how to sing, if you know how to dance, or if you have other talents, it's better to showcase them in the wedding. Because again, it's gonna make the couple very much happy, and they're going to remember what you did. So you're gonna make their wedding day extra special. Para naman, at least if napakasimple lang yung kasal nila, walang coordinator, walang planner, but at least you've done something to make it more memorable with your presentation. So that's it so far, and thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.